Hello once more. I'll take you through our maize production. We all know that maize is very important. You don't just make pap with maize, but you can process it to make sem. You can process it to make cornflakes. You can have sweet corns. You can have instant porridge from maize. So, as in Mola Evangeli, we are planting maize so that we can have our own maize meal, our own maize meal production and maize production, maize meal production. So here, this maize was planted in December 2024, and over the past few months, we've been struggling with some diseases that have affected our maize. For example, as you can see here, this picture shows that there was a stem borer which affected the whole of our field, and as you can see, and it's also had what we call a pink stem borer, which usually eats this part and then leaves your plant like this. And then if your plant is like this, it can no longer grow and therefore it is dead. So we had to fight for us to just deal with this stem borer because it was devastating, and then we acted late. So what is important as a farmer, you have to make sure that you act early, especially when you know that there are certain types of pests or diseases that may affect your crops. So we used different types of insecticide to fight with this stem borer. We first bought what is known as an insecticide, that is Ageto. So Ageto is known to kill insects within the plants. However, it seems like the insects that were here were resistant to Ageto. So we then bought Warlock, which cost around 300 rand. Ageto cost around 260 rand. So we applied those two pesticides in 2 consecutive weeks, and then there was no difference. The thing was still persisting in our field, and as you can see, we still have some grasshoppers. These are also falling under insects, and it's costed us a lot. As you can see, our plants were really damaged by this stem borer. They were really damaged. But what we learned, because we also went on and bought another insecticide from another store, and then after the application of that insecticide, that's why now we have this plant still standing, because there was no hope that they were still going to survive. But after the application of this other fertilizer, I'm just going to show you, not fertilizer, pardon me, after the application of this other insecticide, and then we saw a very big difference in our field. So it means that you do not have to just give up saying that the stem borer has wiped out all my field, but you have to keep on fighting, get other alternative, and keep on fighting with those things. So as you can see now, our maize is it's tussling now. It's forming some silk. So it means that in the next few weeks, we are going to have some harvest from our field, which is quite exciting, looking at the way that the stem borer had infested our field initially. So most of our crops or maize crops in this field were looking like this one, but after the application of all these 3 insecticides, we managed to have at least our field looking like this. So what does this mean? It means you do not have to give up. And we also learned, because this is still a learning process for us, we also learned that you have to make sure that you plant good quality seeds. You plant very good quality seeds. You look for seeds that are really resistant to either drought and to stem borer and to other insects that may persist within your field. So with this, I thank you all. So I'll just show you shortly the third insecticides that we applied that at least helped us fight this stem borer that was persisting in our field. And you also know that insecticides often develop their resistance. So there will be resistance to some insecticide. If you keep on applying the very same insecticide over and over again, then they will be resistant to that insecticide. And then that's why we had to use 3 different insecticides so as to fight with the stem borer that was wiping out all our field. So now you can look, we are going to have a harvest of it. It's something that we didn't think we were going to have, because the place was devastating. The place was devastated by lots of insecticides, and mainly those things, especially the butterflies, they lay eggs, which then form, I'll show you pictures shortly, which then form larvae, and then it is this larva that feed on the plant, and then after that it wipes out everything.
Here are the pictures of the butterfly eggs that I promised to show you.
So let me show you that the insecticides that we use. So we first applied Ageto. You can see you apply 20 ml per 16 liter, and then we applied what is called Eroloc, which also you apply 30 ml per 16 liters of water. And then lastly, we came with Mitomai, which there are packs inside. So you apply a pack, 1 pack in 100 liters of water. So finally, we were able to tackle down the issue of stem borer, and our field was looking good, and we are hoping to get a very good harvest. Thank you.